Class 12th Commerce, subject Accountancy, chapter number 5, Accounting Ratios. It is lecture number 10. Now I am moving on to profitability ratios. These are the last ratios out of 4. Previous 3 we have done, and now it is profitability ratios. They are the income ratios. The main object of every business concern is to earn profit. Business must be able to earn profit in relation to the capital invested in it, and it is very much clear. Whatever is the earning, that should be more, at least more than the capital invested in business. And what is the meaning of capital? Capital is that money which has been invested in business. This is the amount from which the business has been started. The efficiency and the success of business, it can be measured only with the help of profitability ratios. As soon as the profitability ratios increase, it becomes very clear that the business is earning profit. There are some important profitability ratios which are in your syllabus. See them now. Let us move on to profitability ratios. Overall, there are 4 ratios, and these are those ratios which are in your syllabus. A number, it is gross profit ratio. B number, it is operating ratio. C number, it is net profit ratio. D number, it is return on investment ROI. And again, listen, on A number, it is gross profit ratio. First of all, move on to gross profit ratio. This ratio establishes a relationship between gross profit and revenue from operations, that is net sales. Again, listen, the terminology in accountancy, it has been changed. Rather than to say sales per plus 2 class, it is revenue from operations. There is, when we discuss about gross profit ratio, then this ratio establishes one relationship, a relationship between gross profit and revenue from operations. And how do we calculate gross profit ratio? It is gross profit divided by revenue from operations, that is net sales into 100. When the matter is of profitability ratios, always they are denoted in percentage. P money profitability and P money percentage. Do not forget these all important things. One more method how to see gross profit ratio, it is GP upon net sales into 100. And now gross profit, how will you find GP? Sales में से cost गया, see, revenue from operations minus cost of revenue from operations, this will give you gross profit. Cost of revenue from operations, opening inventory plus net purchases. Again, listen, when the matter is of net purchases, it is very clear that something has been subtracted. So from purchases return, it has been subtracted. Plus all direct expenses. If you remember the trading account of your class 11, the same, it is the same. Opening stock, purchases, wages, direct expenses minus closing inventory. Rather than to stock, it will be now inventory. Inventory means stock, or revenue from operations minus DP. These two methods are given to you to find cost of revenue from operations. Objective and significance. In this ratio, what will happen? It will measure the margin of profit available on revenue from operations, means on how many rupees for sales will the margin of profit be available. A number. This ratio measures the margin of profit available on revenue from operations. The higher the gross profit ratio, the better it is. If the gross profit ratio is higher, it is very clear that the business is earning good amount of profit. The higher the gross profit ratio, the better it is. One more thing, there is no ideal standard set for this gross profit ratio. No ideal standard is fixed for this ratio. The gross profit ratio should be adequate enough not only to cover operating expenses. And now listen, if the gross profit ratio is very good, very much more, it is very good, good money ज़्यादा होना, then what will happen? Easily the operating expenses can be covered. The amount of gross profit ratio, if it is earned more, then the operating expenses can be easily covered. Then what will happen? One more thing will happen, that the money in the name of gross profit will provide money for depreciation, money for interest on loans, money to pay for dividend and for creation of reserves. These all expenses, they are to be covered only with the help of money which is earned in the name of gross profit. The ratio is compared with earlier year's ratio. See, the comparison easily can be done, not only for gross profit ratio, for any ratio. What see, but definitely, if gross profit is more, gross profit is less, it picturizes so many important decisions. They can be regarding fixed assets, regarding purchases of raw material, regarding direct expenses, indirect expenses, everything. But when the matter is of gross profit ratio, all the direct expenses will be taken. Indirect expenses will be taken when you prepare for P&L account, when we calculate another ratios, not gross profit ratio. The ratio is compared with earlier year's ratio, and important conclusions are drawn from such comparisons. When these type of comparisons is done, when this type of comparison is done, whatever is the result, whatever is the conclusion, that will be very much important. For instance, if there is a decline in gross profit ratio in comparison to the previous year, or it may be, see, if the gross profit ratio is declining in comparison to previous years, what can be the conclusion? See, or it may be concluded that price of raw material purchased, wages and other direct charges may have gone up. See, gross profit is declining. It can be the reason for the declining of gross profit ratio, that the price of material purchased, it has gone up. You are paying now more wages, and other direct expenses, other direct charges, they have been very much more. See, purchase amount of raw materials, price of raw material has been more. Wages, whatever the business is paying, that has been very much more. Direct charges, they have gone up. But see, but the selling price may not have gone up in proportion to the increase in cost, or the selling prices may have fallen, but the prices of raw materials, they are as it is, and other direct charges may not have fallen relatively. It means that sales have, amount of sales has not been increased, expenses have been increased. When expenses have been increased, in that case what will happen? Definitely gross profit will decline. Definitely. Illustration number 92, and you will find gross profit ratio, illustration 92, it is of your book. Calculate the gross profit ratio from the following information. Credit revenue from operations rupees 3 lakh, cash revenue from operations being 25% of total revenue from operations. Purchases, that is rupees 3 lakh 20,000. Excess of closing inventory over opening inventory, that is rupees 40,000. Now move on to solution. If total revenue from operations is rupees 100, cash revenue from operations will be rupees 25 and credit revenue from operations that is 75. अब देखो बेटा, टोटल रेवेन्यू आपका 100 है, उसमें हमने ये माना कि कैश रेवेन्यू फ्रॉम कैश सेल्स इज ऑफ रुपीज 25 and credit sales it is of rupees 75 because the total revenue from operations that is rupees 100 and 25% is to be taken as cash revenue. If credit revenue from operations is rupees 75, then the total revenue from operations will be rupees 100. If credit revenue from operations is rupees 3 lakh, then total revenue from operations it will be 100 divided by 75 multiplied by 3 lakhs. It is rupees 4 lakh. Cost of revenue from operations, purchases minus excess of closing inventory over opening inventory. That is rupees 40,000. 3 lakh 20,000 minus rupees 40,000, it is 2 lakh 80,000. Gross profit will be total revenue from operations minus cost of revenue from operations. Now see, the GP is rupees 1 lakh 20,000. For rupees 4 lakh minus rupees 2 lakh 80,000. Gross profit ratio, it is gross profit divided by net revenue from operations into 100. It is rupees 1 lakh 20,000 divided by rupees 4 lakh into 100. That is 30%. Gross profit ratio is 30%. Amount of gross profit is rupees 1 lakh 20,000. Cost of revenue from operations or cost of goods sold that is 2 lakh 80,000. Total revenue from operations that is rupees 4 lakh. For finding gross profit, total revenue from operations minus cost of revenue from operations is done. Means हमने sales में से cost को minus कर दिया और profit हमें मिल गया. Illustration 94. Compute the gross profit ratio from the following information. Revenue from operations that is rupees 4 lakh. Gross profit 25% on cost. Now move on to solution. Gross profit is 25% of cost. Therefore, goods costing rupees 100 they have been sold for rupees 125. If revenue from operations is 125, then gross profit is 25. If revenue from operations that is given to you in illustration number 94, rupees 4 lakh, then gross profit is rupees 80,000. And now gross profit ratio, gross profit divided by revenue from operations into 100. 80,000 divided by rupees 4 lakh into 100, that is 20%. Illustration 96. From the following information available for the year ending 31st March 2020, calculate gross profit ratio. Cash revenue from operations, cash sales rupees 2 lakh. Purchases cash and credit 1 lakh 50,000, 4 lakh 50,000. Carriage inward rupees 6,000. Salary 75,000. Decrease in inventory rupees 80,000. Return outwards 20,000. Wages it is direct kharcha rupees 50,000. Ratio of cash revenue from operations and credit revenue from operations. The ratio is 1:4 and you have to find gross profit ratio. Revenue from operations, कैश रेवेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशन. देखिए आपको टोटल सेल्स निकालना है. ऐड किया हमने दोनों को, कैश रेवेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशंस एंड क्रेडिट रेवेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशंस. दे हैव बीन एडेड. इट इज रुपीस 10 lakh. नेट परचेजेस, कैश परचेज प्लस क्रेडिट परचेज माइनस परचेजेस रिटर्न. Total amount for net purchases after the calculation is of rupees 5 lakh 80,000. Cost of revenue from operations, purchases, opening stock, direct kharche minus closing stock. See, carriage inward is a direct expense. Carriage outward, if it might have been written, then it is indirect expense. Indirect expense, we do not take in The calculation for cost of revenue from operations. Purchases plus decrease in inventory plus direct expenses. And in the illustration, two direct expenses are given: carriage inwards and wages. So total cost of revenue from operations, that is rupees 7 lakh 16,000. ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट रेवेन्यू देखिए, फिर से वही बात आ गई बेटा, प्रॉफिट आपने निकालना है, ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट सेल्स में से माइनस करिए कॉस्ट. Revenue from operations rupees 10 lakh, then subtraction will be done of rupees 7 lakh 16,000, 2 lakh 84,000, it is gross profit. And now to find gross profit ratio, it is gross profit divided by revenue from operations into 100. The result for gross profit ratio, the percentage, it is 28.4%. It is gross profit ratio. And now see once more, एक बार और देख लेते हैं. Revenue from operations, it is 10 lakh. Net purchases, it is 5 lakh 80,000. Cost of revenue from operations, that is 7 lakh 16,000. Amount for gross profit, it is 2 lakh 84,000. And the percentage for gross profit ratio, that is 28.4. Illustration number 97. Opening inventory, closing inventory, inventory turnover ratio, selling price, these all informations they are given to you, and you have to find gross profit ratio. And there are variety of questions to find gross profit ratio. Variety of questions. Solution. Average inventory, opening inventory plus closing inventory divided by 2, that is rupees 80,000. Inventory turnover ratio, that is given to you. Cost of revenue from operations, we have found rupees 6 lakh 40,000. Selling price is 25% above cost. So revenue from operations, it is rupees 8 lakh. For gross profit, sales में से cost हटाइए. Sales is rupees 8 lakh and cost is rupees 6 lakh 40,000. Rupees 1 lakh 60,000, it is the amount of gross profit. Gross profit ratio, gross profit divided by revenue from operations into 100. So the ratio for gross profit is 20. Gross profit ratio is equals to 20%. Homework, and now listen to your homework. You will solve questions from 89 to 98. Thank you so much.